I'm out again. And as you may be able to tell, I'm back in the lakes. And I've got a big climb ahead of me. A big hiker bike. So, at the moment, I'm heading up Great Tongue, first of all to Grisdale Tarn, which is in the cleft up there. And then Fairfield, which is over there in the clouds. I know the climb probably not that interesting, but look where I am, look where I've come from. See, one of the big things with the lakes for me, it isn't just the riding, although the riding is world class. It's the lakes. It's just so beautiful here. If you disagree, you're wrong! Well, I reached Grisdale Tarn. It's there. Over there. I don't know why I'm pointing with that because you can't see it. On the hill there. That's Dollywagging. Yeah, the most Marmite trail ever. Down the valley, you can see Ullswater. Down the other valley, there's Grasmere, there's Coniston, and off in the distance, Morecambe Bay. Right, going up there. Well, as a hiker bike, this bit is pretty full on, but over there, Weatherlam, that was way worse. All along the ridge, all along, down, down, down to Grasmere. Right, time to go down now. So I have done Fairfield before, a few years ago, pre-putting shit on YouTube, and I've wanted to come back and do it, but never got around to it. And I can't remember the first time I did it, thinking this top section was a bit nah. You know, you think, oh, that climbing is a big wide open thing, but it does get better the further down you go. Woohoo. Actually, it's not as bad as I remember it being. So, as I mentioned, this is not all down. You go along the ridge with a few little sort of peaks along the way. The one in front of me is called Great Rig, which is something that all the hardcore dudes say to each other by the uplift van at Bike Park bloody Wales, isn't it? Yeah, Great Rig, Rufus! Woo! Right, concentrate, Zippy. I know I won't be pedalling up this. God, he got me rocks. Wasn't that bad to get up. I did push. I can't have said I was fit or a good climber, because that will be Billy bullshit. I friggin' hate it. Right. Now, as you can see, it gets a little bit more rocky, technical, and fun. I'll tell you something. Bloody glad I got my front brake working again. Really annoyed me that the other week in Weatherland, because you do all that climb up and then you can't really enjoy the descent. I think it was because of that I wanted to come back and do something else in the lakes. So soon after. Last time I came here, I took this line, got to this, and thought, nope. But I think there's another line. Last time, I just walked down this bit. I'm gonna have a look now. Got an audience though. Don't think they care, to be honest. Well, there is another line. Is it any better? Christ knows. Probably a little bit. Or not. God, it's just getting going, isn't it? There's no nice way to get going down here. No nice way in either. It's the front wheel looking up, that's what's getting me. After the other week, sort of kept going me. Not enough speed, front wheel catches on something, and over you go. Oh well, I'll leave the failure in, obviously. I don't want to sound like I'm super Mr. Bloody Wonder Man. Oh, anyway, I was just saying about my front brake. So I stripped it down, well, I tried to bleed it, and when I opened up the top cap, it looked like Satan had done some spunk in there. It was just black and manky. I think it's probably, well, right, thanks. Second go, because it was quite low down in the pot, shall we say. So brake bled and always okay again. Oh, damn. Yeah, I remembered it being a bit in places. That's dog fur special. God, this looks slippy, and it is. But here's a rocky one. Why go on soil? And we can go on rock. Oh yeah, thank you. Cheers. Everyone's a critic. So, I think this video is, it's just me doing a ride I wanted to do, which is big climb, big descent, Fairfield and that. From an actual viewing perspective, it's going to be an odd one because obviously there's going to be a big chunk at the start where it's the climb, and then just a big descent. Well, I say a big descent, I'm sort of traversing climbing now. Bloody fantastic. Already descended a fair bit more to go. So the thing is, and the challenge is, if you're going to make a video or a ride like this, then how do you get that interest up at the start of the video? If the start of the video is just one whopping big bloody climb. Now hopefully the scenery and nonsense enough to keep people's attention, but it's a difficult one. I mean, you can't really start the video at the top of the mountain. That just looks bloody weird, doesn't it? It's like people are going to say, how did he get up there? Magic. I wish I'd cast that damn spell straight away. Anyway, hopefully people who do watch this all the way through will like it. Maybe some will come and give Fairfield a go. Hiya. It's terrifying. And I guess that's, another thing to consider nowadays, isn't it? I mean, less and less people are coming and doing big hiker bikes, and part of it probably because people are more and more riding e-bikes. And, well, you can hike a bike in an e-bike. I'm guessing not many would want to. So, and again, big hiker bike, a big descent in the mountains, does it appeal to e-bikers? What I say is, should have kept your regular bike as well. No, I wouldn't do this on your hardtails. You will not enjoy it. And you won't look big and clever either. Took the wrong line there, didn't I? Should have gone high. I need to get used to riding these type of trails again. The longest time I didn't really ride, really, did I? And then I rode mostly in North Wales around Swindon area, and it's so very different that you can't practice with. It's not how to ride this sort of stuff, it's more remembering what you can get away with on this sort of stuff. I mean, Obviously Weatherlam helped a bit the other week, but not really because of what happened. No, I'm not trying to big boo-boo up what happened because it's my stupid fault. Another working break. But yeah, I'm starting now to get my head around it again, remembering just how bloody good riding this sort of stuff is. Right, we've turned off the ridge now and dropping down to Halkett Tarn, which I've done a few times. Really nice trail, but I'm going to try something different when we get to the tarn. Now I suppose one way of getting people to watch is clickbait the hell out of the title and the thumbnail, isn't it? But I don't really like doing that. I just think, you know, unless the video itself lives up to what the title and thumbnail make it out to be, then you're just going to think, well, that was a waste of my frigging time. I'm not watching any more videos of that person's end of the day, I'd rather this. It doesn't need clickbaiting. It really doesn't. I mean, people watch, they watch. If they don't, they don't. I'm having a bloody amazing time. And that's what's important. God, gumdrops. Pretty rough, I remember. Or again, it could be that lack of lakes syndrome. And here, it's Halkett Tarn. And now, we're into the unknown territory for me. People do ride this, obviously, just in a tyre track, unless it's a weird pattern snake been up here, a Maxis pattern snake, like that. Oh God. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, golly gumdrops. It's slippier down here than it was on the rest of the mountain. It has just rained though. Anyway, at least I messed up by a lovely view. I've actually been very lucky today with the weather. The forecast is pretty grotty, and on my way up here, up the M6, it was foul weather. Oh God, this is, yeah, let's see what they call this, the tricky side. It really is compared to the other. Oh. Right, come on, can you do it? Yes, yes, yes. No, no, bugger. Wow. Whew. So slippy. Should have gone on the other side, which is mainly slippy. This is fully slippy. Wow. Oh well. You're going to try these things, aren't you? Because if you don't go, you don't know. And I'll do this again. You'd have to bloody dry. Bloody dry. It's like a freaking slab track, this. I'm lowering. And I don't mind admitting it. Because that is wet. Yeah, one wet, nasty corner. And a great surprise to me, but probably not a geologist, the rock is slightly different on this side of the hill. On the other side, or on the top and down, it was grippyitis. This is not. This is slippy lady slip rock. That famous type of stone. Well, that was Now, many people will rightly notice that the vast majority of this today is footpath. I have sort of said where it is as well. But to be honest, again, I've been very respectful to everybody. It's not really been very busy, has it? I've not been tearing up the countryside. So, you know. Oh yeah. Thanks. And at the end of the day, let's be honest, a few people might say, ooh, I'm gonna have a go at that, but not many will. And that's not because they're in it super now or anything like that, it's just because that's the reality of it. It's a hill that I guess a lot of bikers haven't heard of. Plus there's always that reality of what you see in a video, it's not what I see in real life. I know I haven't been taking magic mushrooms. I just mean, you know, gradient, roughness, things like that. It doesn't come out in a video, especially not if you're watching on a bloody phone. It gives you an idea of what something's like, but never take it for granted. And that's what it is like. Oh wow. Look at that. I'm glad I came down this way. Yeah, that was a bit full on in places and I had to do some magic stunt lowering, but I'm kind of glad it's been raining a lot up here recently because the becks are up. They look much more impressive when they're up. Very late in the video to mention this, but you've probably noticed I'm on my own today, solo. Should I be doing a ride like this solo? Well, it's probably not the wisest choice, is it? But I did it. And I'll do other ones in the future on my own as well, because that's what I do. You know, this tarmac descents go. I'll take this one because of what's next to it. Beautiful. Oh, God damn, am I glad I came out today. Braved the weather, which was actually fine, because that was bloody brilliant. I could use some nerdy stats, but they don't sound that impressive really. Just less than 10 mile, 2,850 foot of climbing. I suppose that's a lot in 10 mile, isn't it? But it's not really an epic. Good God. That ridgeline of descent is just brilliant. I don't mind telling you. I was nervous at times because it gets pretty choppy. Bloody loved it though. Next time, well, hopefully it'll be somewhere like this. If not, it'll be somewhere else. But until then, bye bye. Right. Think about clickbait titles. This super shred was more gnarly than a Narster's nutsack. That works.